I've been speaking to a couple of my clients this morning just regarding the leads that are coming in, and I thought it might be really helpful if I show you a very, very effective way of turning these leads into actual instructions. So first of all, one thing to bear in mind with these leads is when the lead comes into Valpal or Lead Pro or whatever you're using, that's a lead that is early on in the journey. So the homeowner of that property is very early on in the journey. They would have searched something on Google like, what is my house worth, or market value of my house, or how do I find out what my house is worth, or who can come and value my house, anything along those lines, and the 140 odd keywords that I've got in your accounts. But all of them are to do with someone who's then starting the journey looking to sell. What people don't do is Google what is my house worth, and by that afternoon or the following day they're on the market and selling. That would be brilliant if they did, but that's not the sort of strategy. That's not how selling houses works, unfortunately. So I don't judge the quality of my leads that are coming in. Rather, what I do is, as you can see here, and apologies guys, if I'm working with you and you don't use life cycle, then just use this theory, but with whatever you use, like MailChimp or Drip or whatever. If you do want to know more about Lifecycle, obviously just let me know and I'll put you onto the right people. I'm certainly not trying to plug Lifecycle, but into marketing and autopilot, I'll show you the last time I used what's called a trigger email, and it was towards the end of last year. You can do this every month, by the way. So if I go into my content, and in my content, there's a load of content. These get sent out every week. So just bear with me. Yeah, here it is. So this is the article that I wrote. And as you can see, I created it on the 28th of November last year, and then it was published on the same day. When I sent out this article, 44 people read that. Now, I'm not going to click into it for data protection reasons, but in fact, I'll probably blur it out. So let me go into it. I will blur it out. So if I go into it, there's 44 people there. As you can see from the top one, Nosy, and I don't know at currys.co.uk, there are some people that waste everyone's time by putting in false details, but that's only probably just less than 10% that will put false details in. So out of these people, so what I did was I sent the article out. 44 people out of 1,500 read it, but that's because it was relevant to them. I was writing an article about what to do if you're thinking about selling your house in 2023. Quite clearly, it then gave me a list of people who were thinking about selling in 2023. I mean, that's like, what more do you need? So out of those ones, I can tell you that this person here is now on the market with us. This person here is on the market and sold with us. We're talking completion dates already. That is a £7,000 fee. Then we've got, this lady here. We've been out to do the take on, but she's just got a couple of issues with her onward purchase. So she's just paused at the moment, but that was a listing as well. And then this chap here is scheduled to come on the market next Thursday. It's a big house, so we've got photographers going out. 750,000, again, £7,500 fee. So those are live listings from my estate agent that my brother-in-law runs for me. So if I go back a step and we just go back to the article, I will show you. So back into marketing and autopilot. So if I go into audiences, the people that I send these articles to are people that have done an instant valuation. So people that have just started the journey of heading towards selling. You want to make sure that you're the person that they're selling with, or your agency is the person they're selling with. So here it is here. All contacts who have done an instant valuation. There are 1,531 that I've got. So that's how many leads in a year have come in through instant valuation. So the way I see this audience now is that that's 1,500 people that own a property in the area my estate agent operates in that I can now send marketing to. Whether it's videos, whether it's guides on how to move, whether it's blog articles, whatever it is, I can send stuff to them for free. Instead of having to, I don't know what the alternative would be, old-fashioned leaflets, I suppose. I don't know what the alternative is. And so this is what I do. So very quickly, I go into Canva. and I say to Canva, write me an article about selling your home in March 2023, mention that it's coming up to spring. And then it writes me a beautiful article saying, are you thinking about selling your house home in spring and March 2023? As we get closer to the spring, now is the perfect time to begin planning and preparation. And that's the whole article there. So that's the article written for me. Of course, you might want to add in your own bits or your name or whatever. So make sure that you're not just getting AI to do your article and then blindly posting it. So then I go back to content, there into content there, and then I click new content, create new content. The heading, thinking of selling in March 2023, and it's specific with timescales because I want people looking at that heading going, thinking of selling in March 2023. Yeah, I am. Click, they read the article, we see who reads the article, it's going to turn into a listing eventually. So the introduction text is going to be the bit that actually shows up in the email, and then they've got to click into it to read the rest of the article. So what I do is I have that first paragraph there, copy and paste, and then the next bit will be the rest of the article, copy and paste. Of course, the really good way of doing this is to record a video of you discussing this article so that you can attach it to the blog. That really is the best way of doing it. And then I create a banner because you've got to have some kind of picture on a blog article. And again, it really is simple, guys. Let's go and find a photo. What I did was earlier on is I typed in here spring. So I'm going to type in spring. And I'm going to get myself a nice spring looking background. So we drag that across. And we put it in there. And then I can add, let me add my branding there. There we go. So I'm going to get my logo and maybe put it like that, make sure it's in the middle. That's pretty cool. And then I'm going to put a text, the same as the heading of the blog. So, thinking of selling in March 2023, question mark. Make sure that goes in the middle, just above the middle, there we go. Okay, something along those lines. You can make it much better, or you can just keep it simple like I do. I'm going to download that in a fairly small form. Download. We're going to tell it to download a slightly lower quality. So we'll do it on JPEG because that's fairly low quality. I say low quality, just a smaller file so it can be uploaded quicker, and because there's a limit on what we can upload. On most software there'll be a limit on what you can upload. So back to create content. There's your content written. We then add the blog banner. So I'll click into there. And there's the JPEG. Open. So that's now uploaded. We'll then scroll to the bottom, make sure the headlines for all your social media is correct. Although I'm not going to share it on social media just yet because I want to do some final checks before I actually send it, because I'm doing this live in a video. Choose the funnel, say interest, and for vendors. I'm going to add that to my monthly newsletter as well because it's very relevant, relevant time of the year as such. So I'm then going to click save on all of that. Okay, once that article is saved, or wherever you're writing your article, once your article's written, so there it is there, I'm going to go and have a look at it and just see when the client receives it, what it's going to look like. Just wait for it to load up. So that's what they're going to get through. They can get in touch with me straight away on there. And there's a very quick article about if you're thinking about selling in March 2023. Now, If someone doesn't read the whole article, it doesn't matter, because if they're interested enough to look into it and to click into it, they probably are thinking about selling in the spring, or they have some kind of interest of selling in the spring. So that's the article written. I'm then going to go back to my audience. Again, if you're doing this in MailChimp or Drip, there'll be other ways of doing it. So you find your audience that you want to send it out to. And here's the audience here. All contacts who have done an instant valuation. I'm going to click into them. And then I'm going to send a bulk email. So I'm going to go and find the content that I've just written, which was, I'll just use the keywords March 2023. There you go. So thinking of selling in March 2023. I'm now going to schedule that to go out this evening at about 6 o'clock, so that people are hopefully settling down for the evening and ready to read the article. If you send it out during the day, people are going to be at work and just delete it. So I'm going to click save there. So scheduled to send at 6 o'clock this evening. Hopefully that's 6 p.m. Let me just check. Time, yep, 1800. So click save, and then thinking of selling. Okay, so that is now scheduled to send this evening at 6 o'clock. So what I'll now do on Monday morning, when I come into the office, or when my guys come into the office, is they can click into Marketing on Autopilot, and they can go to the content, and they can actually have a look at, over the weekend, who read that article, and call them first thing Monday morning to discuss whether they're thinking about selling in March 2023. I hope that helped, guys. It literally just took me 10 minutes to do that, so it's very doable for you. If you need any help with that, please just drop me a message, and I'm more than happy to jump on a call and help you. Again, if you want to go through how to design these banners, how to use Canva, again, just book an appointment with me and I'd be more than happy to help. Speak soon.